Ladies and gentlemen, this is a train wreck. As you can see, it is a tragic event where dozens, if not hundreds of people are hurt in an awful, awful accident that occurs very, very rarely. I just don't see why anybody would spend millions of dollars to have something like this happen on purpose. Oh, wait. The new Star Trek Picard and Discovery Season 3 trailers have dropped. Oh, there you go. A purposeful train wreck. Or in this case, train wrecks. Listen, I'm not going to go over every excruciating detail as general internet nerddom will. I'm just going to hit you with the quick points. I don't want this video to be very long. And the bottom line is, again, when you see a train wreck or a dumpster fire, is it really necessary to walk right up to it and look at every piece of horrible destruction that occurs? I mean, that's kind of sick. And if that's what you're into, I don't know what your problem is. You're a fucking weirdo. Get help. Okay, let's get on with this. The first shot is the Picard family vineyard with a slow push into our first member berry. Remember how cool that was? First, we see Data painting a picture and what is obviously a cliched and overused trope of a flashback. Fantastic. Off to a great start. Next, we get a shot of the obvious new enemies. I don't know if they may not be new, they may be Romulans, but they are clearly attacking the planet or a planet of some kind, probably in revenge. The story revolves around the Romulan Empire collapsing and Picard having to do something about it. So there's that shot. We get a quick shot of Picard waking up from this flashback, this obvious flashback, and his dog, aka number one, comes over to lovingly greet him. Honestly, I think this is kind of messed up because William Riker's character nickname was number one, and you name your dog number one. I don't really know what that says. I would be a little bit insulted, frankly. But, you know, whatever. Member berries. Then the next shot is of Picard working in the family vineyard when a young woman walks up to him and looking for desperate help. Oh, gosh. I wonder if she's the key to everything. I wonder if she's very important to the show. I wonder if she's 98 pounds but can beat the hell out of men 4 times her size. Yeah, because that would be, unusual and unique. We never see that in movies and television shows nowadays. That realistic trope. Next shot of the trailer is San Francisco, and it's the obvious future. You know how? Because it's not covered in feces and junkie needles. So you can see that it's San Francisco in the distant future where everything is beautiful and okay and rich people aren't driving the place into the toilet and it's not infested with junkies and human poop. So hooray for Star Trek and the future. Hooray! Next we get to the shot where Jean-Luc Picard makes it to Starfleet headquarters, and obviously he's on some type of senior tour of the place, probably at a discount to regular tours for some reason. And we get the obligatory scene where he walks into some admiral's office that we've never heard of, and she tells him, of course, you can't do that, Jean-Luc. And Jean-Luc says, yes, I can. And she says, no, you can't. And he says, yes, I can. My God, so innovative. It's not like we've never seen a scene like that before. It's not like that's been done 150 fucking times on this particular franchise alone. Great job, Bad Robot. Keep kicking ass. More home runs for J.J. Abrams and company. You are a brilliant genius, Alex Kurtzman. So we get to another moment in the new crew setup with Alison Pell's character suggesting that she's going to leave everything behind to join his little quest. Excellent. We didn't get a scene of Elmore, played by Evan Evagora, and looking either Romulan or Vulcan, wielding a sword, because the younger people have to do all the action. Because again, Patrick Stewart is probably suffering from some hip dysplasia or something of that nature. Excellent, fantastic, excellent idea, Bad Robot. Let's do this. We're actually doing this. Fantastic, absolutely great. Honestly, I have to think that this is a form of elderly abuse at this point, bringing poor Sir Patrick Stewart back for this nonsense. But I digress. Then we get a shot of not Riker, or in this case, new Riker, Christopher Rios, coming on screen doing something dashing and debonair like smoking a cigar. This guy is obviously in charge of the ship that Picard will use for his further and completely necessary adventures. Another completely necessary member berry. We get a shot of a We get a shot of a Borg cube. Enjoy your nerdgasms out there, idiots. Hey, if the rest of the show sucks, you can still watch it to make sure that you see a Borg cube. Make sure you get. I almost said nerd cube. What a Freudian slip. So there you go. Another member berry. Fantastic. Then we get a half-second shot of the new ship, Laska Venus, or whatever. I don't know how to actually pronounce it. The producers seem to be very, very proud of it because you only get to see it for literally 1, maybe 2 seconds at best. So if you blink, you miss it. Again, pride in your quality of work here. Fantastic. Don't show the ship. No. Get it on the screen and get it off as quickly as possible because we know people are going to hate it. We get a brief shot of the people who are hunting the character Daj, which is the young lady seen earlier in this video. Remember, she's the key to everything, and again, she's about 98 pounds, but she can beat up guys that are 400, 500 pounds easily because she's awesome and because of, TV. We see people messing up a house, probably searching for something, leading to her location. Awesome! We get another shot of the key to everything, Daj, looking stoic and having a 1,000-yard stare. It's okay, though, because she's very, very important. She's very, very strong. She doesn't need a man. She's a strong, empowered female who doesn't need anyone at all to help her, except for, of course, several men, and one of them being 84 or 85 years old. Fantastic. Moving on. Okay, we have the yet another obligatory action scene from the crew at Bad Robot with Jerry Ryan shooting dual phaser pistols. Great. Oh, that is awesome. Because doing it, the way it would be done in the old days with the Next Generation would be boring and the kids nowadays wouldn't get it. So we have to do this type of scene where she's shooting and she's clearly, I'm a badass. Basically, what you need to complete this scene and make it really work is her wearing a small sign that says, I'm a badass. Excellent. Well done. Awesome. Just awesome. This is awesome. Okay, we're getting into nauseating territory at this point because they have rolled out Jonathan Frakes as William Riker in the next shot here because it's Star Trek and CBS All Access isn't making any money and they have to get something to get people to watch and subscribe, and because they are bereft of creative writing talent and good showrunners, and they are saddled with Akiva Goldsman and crew at Bad Robot, they have to flush out all the old characters. William Riker, Diana Troy, Data. You have to get people like that up on the screen because nobody's going to watch otherwise. I am finished with this. Okay, honestly, I can't take anymore, and I'm tired of this. I know internet culture is there's a lot of people on YouTube that make money by taking a dump on stuff, but I genuinely care about this series, and I'm very upset about what they've done to it. This is not Star Trek. This is going to be an absolute train wreck. We all know it. Everybody knows it. Give it a chance. It might actually be good. Come the fuck on. There's been 2 seasons of Discovery, and they have been horrible. They have been absolutely bastardizations of the original material, and this will continue that particular trend. It is awful. It is terrible, and I cannot wait for it to end. Doomcock is right. Most likely, CBS can't afford to pay Patrick Stewart for a 2nd season, so the character's probably going to die. Because, you have to subvert expectations, and you have to challenge everyone's experience, and blah, fucking blah. This is ridiculous. More garbage from Bad Robot and CBS. Well fucking done. Please, Sherry Redstone, save us. Do something about this. This is awful. The crew of people that are running this operation are bastards, and they are ruining this franchise. It is unbelievable the directions they're taking this thing in. There are 4th graders that have never seen the show that could do a better job of story development and writing. It's unbelievable. It is unacceptable, and there is no excuse for this. It's a bad joke. Hey, speaking of uninspired garbage and convoluted nonsense, let's talk about Discovery Season 3. The first shot here, we see Michael Burnham, trying on different wigs for some apparent reason. And, of course, pretending to be Iron Man. Because, that's cool. You know what? I apologize. I can't continue this. I can't keep this up. I'm going to just run through this very quickly. Apparently, the Discovery went through a wormhole that Michael Burnham created from last season. If you don't know what I'm talking about, get a summary from a million other channels, and you'll see what happened. Now they're in the future. There's no Starfleet command whatsoever. They're 1,000 years in the future, so now they can proceed to mess up Star Trek lore and destroy all the stuff that make the show special by adding new stuff that people hate. So we get the obligatory action shots. We get a callback from a character that was in the much vaunted and much beloved Star Trek short treks. When I say much beloved and much vaunted, I actually mean everybody hated it and they were a huge pile of shit. So this character will be incredibly important this season for some reason. Because, everybody loved short treks. Can you guys even remember short treks? Did anybody even watch short treks? But, hell, well, who cares? Let's make him a central character. Moving on, clearly there's some villains and a lot of hallways and a lot of talking and a lot of feelings and more great writing from people who've worked on Felicity and The Hills. Fantastic. You don't want to hire actual science fiction writers. You don't want to do that. You want to hire people who have worked primarily on badly constructed soap operas for network television. Those are the people who will need to be writing Star Trek. Not veteran science fiction writers, but young adults who liked Dawson Creek. Excellent. Brilliant. More great choices from Alex Kurtzman and Bad Robot. Fantastic. All right. That's what happens. The show's going to be terrible. It's going to be a continuation of garbage as it was with the first episode, as it will be to the last episode. Done and done. I'm finished with this. I hate to join the bandwagon of shitting on stuff on the internet. I want Star Trek to be good. I want it to be interesting. I want it to be awesome, but the people in charge of it clearly don't want that. So I'm done. Don't watch this show. Don't support CBS All Access. They're crap. I want Star Trek to be good, and this is not good. The end. My name's Mac. I'm all done. I honestly have a headache, and I just can't talk about this anymore. I'm disgusted, I'm depressed, and I'm just done. So if you thought that video was cool, why not give us a like, a share, a follow, and subscribe to this channel on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.